Getting the Ghost of Tsushima Platinum actually made me fall in love with gaming again. You see, for the last 4 years, I've pretty much only played Call of Duty, and this has destroyed my soul, leaving in its place a gaping black hole. So what better way to fill that hole inside me than some sweet, sexy samurai ass? And with the sequel, Ghost of Yote, being released next year, this really was the perfect time to get the Platinum for Ghost of Tsushima, which contains 52 trophies, and also all 13 trophies for the DLC Iki Island, giving me a total of 65 trophies. And by the way, it's Tsushima, not Tsushima. Anyway, we're introduced to our main protagonist, Jin Sakai, who's gearing up to fight off the Mongols who are invading Tsushima. We also have the help of 80 samurai, our uncle, Lord Shimura, and General Adachi, who I'm sure is going to be a vital character in this story. Oh, so that's our main villain, Khotun Khan, who's supposedly related to Genghis Khan and Kublai Khan. Not that Kublai Khan. Khotun shows just how dirty the Mongol tactics are, and we're thrown right into the combat. And because I'm an absolute professional gamer, I played this on normal difficulty. Now you can roast me in the comments, but I wanted to enjoy this game for what it is, a cinematic masterpiece. Somehow Jin survives getting his back blown out by 2 arrows, while our uncle seemingly gets executed. Jin wakes up in a nearby village where we retrieve our armor and meet Yuna, the one who dragged us to safety and turns out to be a bit of a badass. Nice. She tells us that our uncle Lord Shimura is still alive, but he was taken prisoner by the Khan in Castle Canada. She agrees to help us free Lord Shimura if we agree to get her brother Taka, who was also taken prisoner. We retrieve our family katana where we get a flashback. Here we see a young Jin and his uncle training and discussing the importance of honor and tradition as a samurai. This is a major theme throughout the game.
Easy there.
Ah, our trusty companion. I shall name him Mother Jones. Kind of like Cage. Kage. That's so good. There we go, Gathering Storm. As we approach Castle Canada to free our Uncle Shimmy, we get absolutely decimated by the Khan. A flashback then shows Jin watching his father get murdered right in front of him. Wow, that's definitely going to leave some untreated trauma that could potentially be brought up multiple times throughout the game, and maybe even have a whole storyline dedicated to it in the DLC. Jin definitely feels some guilt over this, and it also explains why him and his uncle are so close. Nuke runs. No, not like that. Somehow Jin survives. Again. And we meet with Yuna. Again. This brings us to the iconic title screen, which also treats us to the true beauty of this game. I'm not lying when I say this might be a top 10 game for me. Overall aesthetic, the music, the combat, it's just also diverse and incredibly well made. I actually came across my first collectible here, which is a haiku. The collectibles in this game are pretty fun, and I actually did a lot of them along the way. Things like haikus, fox dens, lighthouses, hot springs, damn, and Shinto shrines, which are honestly my favorite, as each one is very different, and I mean, come on. It's parkour. Parkour! Instead of just plowing through the main story and worrying about the side stuff later, I actually took the approach of clearing the whole section of the island before moving on to the next part of the story. This just saves me from doing all of it at the end of the game and stops it from feeling so grindy. It also means I get pretty well leveled up throughout the story. We do our first assassination, which deeply troubles Jin, as the samurai are always taught to fight with honor and respect. But honor and respect don't get you trophies. We need to recruit some allies. I was gonna say Japanese Avengers, but this joke has already been used way too much. So what are we? Some kind of fantastic... First is Sensei Ishikawa, who gives us our bow and arrow. He agrees to help us if we help him track down one of his old students. Lady Masako, wife of the late General Adachi. Hold up, she's kind of a baddie. We need to help find the person who murdered her family. And we get our third trophy. We learn a new move called Heavenly Strike, and this thing slaps. Hey, there we go. Trophy if you use a photo mode. Jin runs into his childhood friend Ryuso, who's the leader of the Straw Hat Ronin. These guys are essentially outlaw samurais who we recruit to help defeat the Khan. Ryuso isn't sure at first, but he eventually agrees to help us. Hey, trophy. Meanwhile, we go and save Yuna's brother Taka, which I unfortunately forgot to clip, but I'm not going to lose my head over it. Hey! I decided to do a bit of exploring and got the Lost and Found trophy for finding a Pillar of Honor and getting a sword kit. Hey, there we go. Khotun Khan tells Lord Shimura that Jin has been basically betraying the way of the samurai and not fighting with the honor that the samurai are known for.
Lord Sakai would never resort to such tactics.
Fight!
As we approach Castle Canada to free Lord Shimura, we find out that Ryuso has betrayed us and is working with the Mongols so he can claim a bounty on Jin's head. We then duel with Ryuso, but instead of killing him, Jin gives him a final chance to redeem himself. But he's a little bitch and sells Jin out. We rescue Lord Shimura and retake Castle Canada and get another trophy. Hey, we got a trophy. But it's revealed that Khoten Khan has moved north and taken Castle Shimura with Ryuso by his side. This pretty much brings us to the end of Act 1. But instead of moving on to Act 2, I decided to explore the whole region of Isuhara and do all the collectibles and liberate the Mongol camps. Oh, let's go! You get the Flash of Steel trophy for counteracting after a perfect parry. I swear, getting a perfect parry in this game is one of the most satisfying things you can do. It might actually be better than I can't lie, at times I did find the game a bit repetitive, but once you unlock more combat options and learn new techniques, it becomes so much more enjoyable. Oh, I don't want to kill the horse. Oh, sorry, bud. Honestly, look how beautiful this game is. What the hell? I swear, I kind of regret helping Ishikawa. Telling me I climbed over here for nothing?
You have to climb to get there.
I just did! I found a white dye merchant and got a trophy for collecting 30 vanity items.
You'll gleam like frost on the cloud.
Hey, let's go. After liberating the entire Izuhara region and getting all the collectibles, it was time to move on to the second region, Toyotama. You can definitely feel a shift when reaching Act 2. The aesthetic of Toyotama is a lot more dark and gloomy compared to the first part. The story starts to pick up more, and the enemies are a little bit harder to kill. But because I'm an absolute gamer, I was fine. That was until I met these guys, the shamans. These guys are the worst. They turn everyone around them to freaking Super Saiyans. Here's where I messed up. After defeating these Mongols, I go to this guy, and without really paying attention, I just button mash and said yes. But little did I know, this would take me to Iki Island, the DLC map. You know, the one you're supposed to do after you finish the main game? I mean, to be fair, it is its own story and only has minor spoilers for the main game. The thing is, once you get to Iki Island, you can't leave, so I had no choice but to finish it. If you'd like to skip ahead and come back to this part later, I'll leave a timestamp. I did consider just putting all this stuff at the end of the video, but in terms of how I experienced the game, it's better if I put it when it actually happened. This will make more sense later. As we're approaching Iki Island, we get hit by a massive storm and get separated from our faithful horse, Kage. Man, this island really is beautiful, but the sadness of losing Kage is really making it hard to enjoy. But thankfully, he's alive and kicking ass. Snake ass. Yes! Jin then gets captured and drugged by the eagle, who is the main protagonist of Iki Island. This poison basically torments Jin the entire time he's on Iki Island with visions of his father.
It's more like a poet than a senpai.
We're found and rescued by a raider called Tenzo. Jin lies about who he really is because there's tension between Clan Sakai and the residents of Iki Island, as Jim's father had actually invaded Iki Island many years prior. Tenzo takes us to his refuge to meet the leader of the raiders, Fune. It's here that Jin and the raiders decide to team up to beat the eagle. Iki Island has its own set of collectibles alongside some of the usual ones. There's also archery challenges, memories of your father, and animal sanctuaries where you play music to cats, deers, and monkeys. Freaking cats! Meow, 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 meow. You get a trophy for beating the sparring tournament in the refuge, and because I'm a seasoned samurai, this was a walk in the park.
No way! I dodged it! No way! Boom!
I'm gonna edit this part out so it looks like it's my first go. Ooh, a trophy! Pick up this sick armor for my horse, which makes him look like a badass. Jin learns that Fort Sakai is less defended than usual, so he leads the attack to reclaim it. But with the eagle about to discover the refuge, Jin and Tenzo meet the Mongols in Kitafuda village to strike first. After we beat the Mongols, Jin discovers it was actually Tenzo who delivered the final blow that killed his dad.
What the f?
Not yet.
But Jin is still tripping on his purple crack, so we fight the eagle, which is honestly one of the best fights in the entire game. And this scene had me so hyped.
Jin, help me.
Jin, it's time, Jin. Do what is necessary.
Rid our clan of shame and defeat. Avenge me. Kill him, you coward! No. I will never be like you.
You get the Butcher Redeem trophy, and Jin forgives Tenzo because it turns out Jin's father was dying anyway, and Tenzo just put him out of his misery. He also learned that his father really wasn't a great person. There's a couple of extra hidden trophies that I didn't get until after I completed the main game, but for continuity's sake, I'll go through them now while we're here. Common Courtesy for all unwritten tales, Elegy for Kazumasa for all the father's memories, Monkey C for completing this special monkey trophy, Pride of Ishikawa for doing all the archery challenges, finally, Friends to all raiders for doing all the tales of Iki. The last one is actually unmarked. Just to let you know, you need to go and speak to Fune to complete this one. So now we're back to the main island and traveling to Umugi Cove, where we get a trophy. Here we talk to Goro, a friend of Lord Shimura. He's a questionable dude. We need to help Goro navigate his ship through a bunch of Mongols, which leads us to one of the best missions in the game.
It's the Shogun's help.
After that, we get this really heartwarming moment between Jin and his uncle, in which Lord Shimura wants to legally adopt Jin as his son.
I wish to formally adopt you as my son. You have always been the heir to my legacy. When this war ends, we will make it official.
But before he can do that, we need to retrieve the Sakai clan armor. This goes hard. There we meet with Yuriko, Jin's caretaker from when he was younger, and she's so surprised to see him, as she thought he was dead. She gives us a poison dart and teaches us how to make poison, which is slightly controversial. This is going to be a problem later. Hey, we got a trophy.
So sad for little Jin. But I was so happy when you taught me how to ride. The day we rode to the onsen, best day of my life.
I think she thinks Jin is his father, and she's reminiscing about the times that they got busy. But eventually, she succumbs to her illness and she passes away.
Yuriko?
Aww. Lots of people kind of freaky in this game.
I cared for my husband, but I cared for Mai too.
Wait, what? They were lesbianims?
The Mongols.
Oh, trophy! Purchase an item from a black and white dye merchant. We find Jin and Yuna sneaking into Yarikawa, recruiting for more help against the Khan. Jin and Yuna get drunk, and Yuna explains her history with both her and Taka getting made to be slaves, and her being, well...
This is terrible.
Arakawa gets ambushed by the Mongols, and it's here that we learn one of the coolest things in the game, Ghost Stance.
Invaders! Look at your general! Run! This will be your fate!
Oh my god. Picked up a couple of trophies during this mission.
It's done.
And we see the Khan talking to Ryuso about different ways of dealing with Jin rather than trying to kill him.
Many ways to eliminate a foe.
Not when I can do this.
Show me your skill!
Yuna and Taka seem to leave Yarikawa as they're no longer needed, but we head to Fort Kayusan to confront the Khan, and while we're scouting, Taka actually shows up. Taka distracts them while Jin sneaks inside only to find Ryuso already waiting for him, telling him that the Khan wants to meet with him. Jin gets knocked out and wakes up tied to a post directly across from Taka, who came back and got captured after he worried that Jin was taking too long. They try to escape, but Khoten Khan shows up and it gets real.
If you kill him, you can go.
Oh, that's not gonna end well.
Oh! Oh my god.
We break free and get our gear back and kill the last of the Straw Hats. Yuna shows up looking for Taka, and well...
No! No!
I never meant for this to happen.
Banged out another few trophies for liberating all of Toyotama, collecting 20 Mongol artifacts, and using ghost dance 20 times. To whoever decided the trophy for the Mongol artifacts, thank you. There's about 80 of these in the game, but for the trophy, you only need 20. Now it's time to focus on some more side quests before we gear up for the final missions of Act 2. I decided to pick up with Masako's tale, where we confront Junshin, who Masako believes betrayed Clan Adachi and got her family killed. Jin doesn't allow her to kill him, so we have to fight Lady Masako. Oh my god. No!
They already won.
Don't make me fight her. But she finds out who really did it. Technically you find out now, but I'm gonna reveal it later when she confronts that person for dramatic effect. We do Yuna's last mission, which involves killing the guy who, you know, to her and Taka.
You enslaved children. No,
You've done it for 20 years. You held me and Taka
What else is
captive.
there?
Taka. He was my favorite.
And I jizz in my pants. This shit's getting real deep, and I'm here, yeah, we're yapping about YouTube shit. I'm pretty sure she was just talking about getting great. And we get a trophy for completing all her side quests. Ooh, a trophy! The Headstrong Thief. Complete all of Yuna's tales, let's go. I grabbed a few random trophies. Hey, every trick in the book. Acquire all throwable ghost weapon techniques. Nice. Gifted. Collect 10 gifts.
Today we ride into battle as Sakai and Shimura. Tomorrow we celebrate victory as father and son.
We go to storm Castle Shimura, but it doesn't quite go to plan. So Jin suggests using the poison that Yuriko taught him to make, which obviously Uncle Shimmy doesn't like because, you know, honor and all that stuff.
I trained you to fight with honor. Honor died on the beach.
But man, I just unlocked this Bloodborne armor and it looks sick, but I didn't know we'd get one of the most dramatic scenes of the game and my entire face is covered.
Give them hope. You did nothing.
Damn. But he does it anyway because he's the ghost and the ghosts do what the ghosts want to do. We get our final showdown with Ryuso and finally put that bitch in his place. Rematch.
Then come claim it.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. Ooh, I've been waiting a long time for this. What?
Surrender and answer for your crimes.
I can't.
Oh, but you didn't know I could do that, Ryuso.
Goodbye, Yuzo.
Securing Sanctuary.
Renounce the ghost. Tell them you are Jin Shimura, loyal servant to the Shogun. My heir. My son.
No, he doesn't want it anymore.
I am not your son. I am the ghost.
That's my boy.
And you will be judged for it.
Chuck it in the fire. Oh my god.
For Taka. Go.
Oh, another trophy, the ghost. Embrace your new identity. Jin then gets put in prison and our boy Kenji comes in clutch. We make our escape and head north, but as if we didn't have enough whiplash from the emotional roller coaster we'd just been on, the unthinkable happens. And I'm not gonna lie, this might be the saddest death in the game. You better be sleeping.
Sorry I couldn't protect you.
This can't be real. Now on to Act 3. The shortest act of the game, but arguably the best. This is where the real meat and bones are. Nah, that one hurts, bro. That hurts more than Yukiro Taka. And I absolutely love the snow setting for this region. We find out the Mongols have replicated Jin's poison and started using it. Then Jin gets a taste of his own medicine. Get it? Oh, I just been poisoned. And Yuna saves us. Again. All of our friends join us for the final push against the Khan, which gives us another trophy. I decided to finish some of the side quests so that the last few missions really felt like the end of the game. Here, we're able to finish Lady Masuko's tale, where we confront, wait for it, her sister. Because she was jealous of Lady Masuko.
You murdered my children, my grandchildren, destroyed my family.
Took the life that was rightfully mine. Now, you have nothing. Ugh!
We finish Noria's tales, which are honestly kind of boring. Basically, we find out that Noria's brother, who we thought was dead, was actually alive and being tortured by the Mongols. A few minutes go by, and then he actually dies. Noria snaps and goes on a rampage.
He's gone mad! Burn for your crimes, butcher!
We come across this woman in the snow who says she's being helped by Sensei Ichikawa, but something feels off. Is this chick Tomoe, is she duping us?
I have food.
What's her name?
Matsu.
Maybe not.
But it sounds more natural coming from you, Tomoe.
I knew it!
Said.
It turns out to be Tomoe, who says she was just doing what she had to do. So we go and complete Ishikawa's side quest alongside Tomoe and get the Unbending Archer trophy. The Unbending Archer. Complete all of Ishikawa's tales. The Mass Eviction trophy for liberating 7 occupied areas in Kamiyagata. And I got the Ghost trophy for finally achieving Ghost status. Bro, I thought that was gonna say kill General Dog Climb this really tall snowy mountain and almost die of frostbite, but it's totally worth it because we get the Flame Sword, which also gives us the trophy for completing all the mythic tales. Yuna tries to make us feel better by getting another horse. It's not the same, but it'll do. You know I had to respect my boy Kage. Nobu, Sora, or Kaze. Oh my god, it's so much like Kage. Kaze. It's like Kage. Alright, you'll do, I suppose. Jin writes a letter for Lord Shimura. This is the last minute plea to put aside their differences and team up against the Khan. We have one last group huddle before it all goes down, and we come face to face with the Khan. I was not ready for the ending of this game. Honestly, you just need to watch it because it's incredible. This game is an absolute masterpiece, and Jin Sakai is probably one of my favorite characters in all of gaming now. You beat me before, but I'm trained up, motherfucker. Yeah, the combat in this game is pretty awesome, bro. Nah, this fight ain't over yet. Oh. Yeah, I knew this wasn't going to be a one-part fight. Oh my god. No.
And another will come. We will be remembered forever. No, you will be forgotten.
This is yours.
I don't want it. Maybe I do. Hey! Sovereign End. Confront the Khan. Khan is defeated, but I have one last personal matter.
The Shogun has declared you a traitor.
He ordered you to kill me.
Oh,
Our people to defy their leaders.
To defend themselves.
With poison. A gift you gave to our enemy.
I had to stop you from throwing away our people's lives.
You have no honor.
and you are a slave to it. Now I must continue the line of Shimura without you. I must start a new family. And my head is the cost. Taking it is my punishment.
Like, I thought it might be coming, but like hearing it happen.
Write the last words of Clan Sakai.
And Clan Shimura.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't really pay much attention to the haikus. I just do whatever the first one is, but gotta make this one special. I like that. Eyes that saw my pain. Destiny divides our souls. This is where we part. One more parry and counterattack. Yes. There can be only one. Successfully complete every duel. Let's go. Shit, man.
Honor me with a warrior's death.
I will make sure you are remembered as a great warrior, a wise leader, and a father.
Thank you, my son. Find me in the next life.
I will.
Dude. Oh, man. Time to clean everything up. Got the Honor the Unseen trophy for bowing at 10 hidden altars throughout the game. Oh, Honor the Unseen. Bow to 10 hidden altars across Tsushima. There we go. Dirge of the Fallen. Play Lament of the Storm at a friend's grave. The Cooper Cosplayer trophy for dressing up as a legendary thief. Hey, there we go. And I got the Helping Hand trophy for completing all the tales of Tsushima. These were genuinely depressing because there was always someone dying. Like, you'd help some random person look for something and then just come back to them being dead or finding their whole family being slaughtered. Anyway. We got the new Safe Haven trophy for liberating all of Kamiyagata. Also gave us the Master Liberator for liberating the entire island of Tsushima and lighting all the lighthouses. I was super annoyed that you didn't get a trophy for finding all the Pillars of Honor because I literally went and found them all. But you do get one for finding all the hot springs, doing all the haikus, all the fox shrines, and the bamboo strikes. Got the Favor of the Kami trophy for completing all the Shinto shrines. And our final trophy, Avid Reader for collecting 20 records. Which should give us... If you enjoyed the Ghost of Tsushima Platinum, make sure you leave a like on the video, comment what games you would like to see me get Platinum next. By the time this video is out, I'll be working on my Dragon Ball Sparking Zero Platinum video and playing Black Ops 6 to get the Platinum for that. Cheers! me.
If it's as good as you say.
Is almost without equal, my lord. And I believe it is still out there.
Boss,
The violet crown.
what are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
Kage, come.
Brother, what are you doing? This bitch, he's just straight up ignoring me. This bitch.